So I'm really happy that I can do now different looks a bit, and yeah, and enjoy color in a new way again. Okay, so I'm back with another video, and I thought today for change I will try and do a cut crease, which I never do. I've been practicing a bit, but because I thought I need something new. I need to do something new. So I kind of like it. I think I will try that today. The main thing is that I will use also mattes and also sheen and shimmer. Yeah, to get it done. I will zoom in a little bit maybe. I thought today for the cut crease that I'm going to try and do, I will use some of these mattes from here and also from the warm side from this Smashbox palette. From this side here. And see what I will come up with. I already applied this lid primer just from Essence, the darker version of it. Today I just wanted to mention this one because I didn't hear anything about this one in a long time, and it's a really good product from Elizabeth Arden, this 8-hour cream, because I had some roughness here in the morning. I felt some roughness here around the nose, and yeah, so I just put some of that one now here. That's why it's a little bit shiny all over here. I just put it all over this area actually, and on my lips. So it's a little bit shiny from it, but that's what it is. So I will start with this one here in the middle, I think. This color here. Not gonna mention names or anything. I mean, it's a peachy yellow color. Not everybody has this palette and everybody has this color. I'm pretty sure about that. Just in a wide area like that. Just to warm it up here to begin with. Like that's quite a lot of color actually. But let's leave it that way. But I don't know if it's smaller, but this is the one I found. So taking that one and then the darker color from here, that one. And a little bit more lower down. I mean, since I have loose skin and you know, a cut crease won't be a clean cut crease, so to speak. You know, with smooth things like that. There's a bit of hair over there. So it will look different than those cut creases that you normally see on YouTube from young people. For sure. I'm taking this color from here. I hope it's not too much to begin with now. I need a smaller brush. This doesn't work. So I'm just taking like a little bit on a brush like this. This one is from Il Makiage. It's like a fluff brush, but what they call it, I don't know. Shade and define. Like that. And I will try and get it like a little bit more. Like where I would normally use a darker color in the crease. Just so you can see it a little bit. I'm turning the brush the other way around and now I should hold aside. Now I'm planning to do some chrome nails, so that's why I just tried something out yesterday. So I'm going like kind of from here and a little bit like in a wave like that and to the brow. Just playing around a bit with these, you know, shadows on the eye. Since there's so much loose skin and things around, you know, nothing hurts. That's what I think. So just putting it down first like that. Kind of a little bit in here, a little bit more here because I have too much on my brush. And then like going in a downward, upward, downward, upward again. Like a kind of a wave like that. I have a little bit too much on this brush. I have to clean up. So I'm cleaning up the brush so I can continue with this blending a little bit here. And it's not going to be precise all this. I just, you know, I just play around with these shadows on in my crease a bit nowadays. Okay, so I think it's time to cut the crease. So I'm using just this Bourjois concealer. It's a kind of a light concealer. Instead of using, you know, I could use, of course, this white primer from Smashbox, but I don't think I'm so good at it yet that I can use it, because that one kind of dries up, and whereas this one stays a bit creamy. So I prefer to be a little bit on the safe side still, since I really didn't do this a lot. I mean, that means I really didn't do this a lot at all. So I'm taking a brush like that. And I really didn't do this a lot, so I looked up some videos to see what's the best way of doing it when you have hooded eyes. There was nobody with also like full of wrinkles like me, of course, but I'm doing it now. Okay, so I'm using this Bourjois concealer first on this more hooded eye, and this is what I saw how to do it. Quite a few actually seem to do it like this, that you look up like that after you put the concealer on, and then you kind of have it as high as you need to have it, roundabout at least. So I'm kind of just going like that, taking it a little bit more. Now it's not that perfect because of the loose skin that's happening here, you know. It's probably not gonna ever be that perfect, but if it's too dark still over there, which I think it is, I'm just taking a little bit more here, because here it's kind of important that it stays actually light. I mean, that's the whole idea, that it will actually make my lid a bit bigger looking and not so down over there, you know. Even if it's now just a concealer, you can see that it's, you know, at least for now. The thing is with wrinkles, not all the time they close the same way. So that's a little bit of a problem, let's face it, but I'm doing something else here just to have some more fun and to change it up a bit, because I don't know, it got a bit boring. I'm just lightly tapping it in over there without hopefully making a mess out of it, something like that. And I'm just making a half a cut crease, I think, so just lightly taking it here, and that it won't be, you know, sharp line or anything. So something like that. Just doing the other eye, and I will be back for the rest. So the concealer is in place, and it's not that light of a concealer, so you don't really see it. Like some of them use, like what I was watching, they use a really light concealer or even a primer, like the white one I showed you, or some kind of pencil or something. But I will try it like this. Anyway, it's not going to be that sharp, because then I think it doesn't even work for me. So I think for the lid color itself, I will use something matte. I'm taking something matte from these more pink colors. I know, I'm going a little bit all over the place. I think I will mix these two together, a little bit of this one maybe, and use it where I use the concealer. Let's see how that will work. Worst case scenario, it won't work. So I'm mixing these three together. Let's say a little bit of this, more of this. And tapping it off. There's nothing in creasing here. And let's see how light this will be. Yeah, that's kind of light and nice. Now I just have to follow where I think I put it. It's not that, you know, noticeable exactly. At least not on, I think, on camera. I know kind of where I put it, so kind of. Something like that. So that's the easier eye to make. And now let's see this eye. Creasing. Let's go for it. Let's just go for it. Up here. And let's see if I have enough of it. So now when I'm looking straight ahead, is there enough color? I mean, yeah, it has to be up here, because here there's so much more lid space that I could have put even more. But I think just go over a little bit like this, I think. Make it a bit brighter and a little bit higher up with this color, because it kind of needs to be it. to show, you know, because the wrinkles are just falling however they want to fall each time I open and close my eyes. So that's kind of interesting. That makes it interesting to do it, at least. I mean, yep. Well, I think that's the closest I can get with this, I think. Anyways, okay. Now, seriously, many times I just leave it like this. I just can't believe, I mean, I don't like really carve out the, you know, try and make it perfect or anything like that. It's more so that I have like a guideline for this more hooded eye, how high I can go up with an eyeshadow. And now I'm probably going to use something shimmery, but I'm not going to take the shimmers up all the way up here, because that is just too much. But I will use something in like a similar color, I think, and put it just down here and let it fade up there instead. I'm kind of tweaking it a bit, doing my own thing. So yeah, but I will take out a little bit darker, like make it a bit darker, because now it's really like you don't see any cut crease almost at all. Now, I actually think for the cut crease, which color should I use? Maybe I should go with this one. Now, since I put pink, maybe I will do this and this together. Just blend those two together. I know one is warm and one is cool tone, but I will just do it like that and see what it will look like. I have to put the palette away because it's so heavy. I will start with this more hooded eye and see. Start from here, how strong it is. Yeah, I think this is strong enough for a little help here. Not to make it too much. Something like that, and then of course I have to blend it out. So I will do the same on both eyes, and then I will blend it just outwards and probably use a lighter color to blend with a bit. So I took two of the lighter colors from the Tropic palette and I blended out, and since I'm so close to my brows, I think I have to clean a little bit around it here because it gets dark like all over. Cleaning the brush again a bit, same brush that I used, and I'm just a little bit trying to soften it up a bit here because it looks a bit sharp. It looks a bit sharp, but I'm really trying not to blend between those two now, because that's like, I really want it a bit darker close to the pink so it will actually look like some kind of cut crease. Even if you can see it, I have to go so high up that it's kind of ridiculous, but I have to say I kind of like it just because I can see actually kind of a lid on this eye, at least from further away. It looks a bit more normal than I used to do it before. So I kind of stopped. Before I started doing this, I kind of stopped doing a lid color. I started doing color just in the outer corner or under the eye or in the, you know, inner corner. Just because of the big difference I have now between my eyes, even bigger than before, because of all this extra skin and, you know, oh, there's a lot of it. Yes. So that's why I wanted to change it up a bit, and so far I like this. It's not like I do it every day, like especially I don't do like I don't make this difference so noticeable like day to day. I just use a concealer to get where I need to, you know, to do it like that, so that I know how high I can, you know, do the lighter color or whatever color I put on there. I'm again using this brush that I used for the pink, but now I'm taking this color from here. And in the outer corner, I will use this one, I think, to begin with. That's a really pretty color. Okay, I will take this one up a bit in the crease too. Just using for now the same color, the same brush, I mean. And then I will take some kind of shimmer color that will go a little bit like this, but not inside all this that I have here, like I said. Because that's just, it just looks too much. Anyway, this will be kind of a too much look for a lot of people. Well, I'm used to that. So I'm just going up the usual. This is like the normal way I usually do my eyes. My outer corner. Too big brush, but I will take it under the eye as well a bit. So the blending brush that I used before, just clean it up. And I won't take this inside too much. I will mostly take it to the outer part, also because I have now this matte color here. I want to just kind of blend between them like this, really simply like that for now. Just with the color I kind of have on the brush. Go to the other eye and then blend the like darker part here. I will probably mix a little bit of the brown one in just because I'm having fun, you know. So I'm taking some of the dark brown from here too, because why not? Just same brush, same big brush. I'm trying to come now closer to the lashes a bit here. Tiniest bit, something, something. So not organized in my looks because I'm just, you know, starting something and going from there. It's, yeah, I know, might be a bit annoying. Okay, now I did use also the pink and this one from here under the eyes, just to blend it out a little bit more, and just the same brush. I just did just like this, really simply like that. And now, I don't know, I think, of course I could leave it like this as well, without anything shiny, but I really like the shimmer and shine, so I think I have to look for something. I wonder if this light one from this Natasha palette could be good. Like just down here, like that, with another brush. So I'm using a synthetic brush like that. And I'm taking some of this. Let's see how well that will go. For the most part, those are working really well. So let's see how well this will work. We start with this eye. And now, as I said, I won't take, you see now, this time, it went down like that. So now there's less of a lid space. So it really depends how it closes on me. Well, anyways, I wonder if I should use some glitter glue. I actually got myself some kind of glitter glue or primer gel, eyeshadow and eyebrow primer gel for glitter and eyeshadow powder from Beauty Care, just a really affordable one like that. And I didn't really use it. I just tried it once, I think, but I want to try this by itself. See, let's see if it gets stuck over there. Does it? Kind of. I mean, it is on a dry eyeshadow now, so it's not that easy to get it there unless it wants to. Let's face it. But I think that's working. And then I get some sheen and shimmer to this look. Is it better than the other side? I don't know, because in a way I kind of make it, you know, yeah, in a way it's not so good maybe. Because it takes away from the whole lid thing. I get two colors instead of one. Maybe that was stupid. But I don't think I should take this shimmer up until there. Look, I mean, it's like ridiculous. So I will just continue with it here. I will just do it like I used to do it, like here. A little bit up here, maybe. Like that. And maybe a tiny bit let it go. If it goes, I mean, it probably will transfer a bit. Well, as you can see, I'm just trying out some things here. And I will let it go over to this side here, because I like it when there's like some kind of sparkle up here too, because it doesn't really disturb me. But I'd rather have it here than all over here. So let's see how it will go. I'm not so sure that works. Does that work if I don't put it all over? I will try and see if it will transfer just a tiny bit by itself maybe, because I think that would be enough. I don't want it this strong up here. I could of course just try and dab it a bit. Oh, maybe like that is enough. Let's say it's enough like that. So I will just do the other eye the same way like that, and maybe a liner, mascara, you know, the usual things. But you know, now when I look at them like this, like the matte side and this side, in a way I think this side looks a bit more chic and better, but I like the sheen. So I would go with the sheen. Anyway, I can't take it away now, so I will just continue. Okay, now I used my fingers just to press it in a bit, because it tends to be a bit flaky. Like the way you pack it, the way I pack it on, it tends to become a little bit, you know, maybe too much in one place, and then it looks a bit flaky. So especially for my wrinkled and loose skin, I like to press it in a bit. So you see, I do get quite a lot on my fingers when I do that. So then there's, you know, a little bit more of a finer, maybe, surface over there. So now I think I like it more like this. Like a little bit sheen to it, not so matte, but also not, you know, the glitter up until here. You know, it's a little bit less over there and a bit more here. Okay, so I decided to take a little bit of this color under the eye, and then also this one in the beginning of the eye. Because, you know, I just saw the nail color and this, and I was like, ooh, why I didn't use this one? So I'm just tapping up with it because it's very pigmented. Starting a bit more in the outer corner here, where I managed to take some color, you know, out for some reason. So a little bit of this one here. Then I will blend it out, and then I will use the light one in the inner corner a bit, like around about here. But the same one I used here, not the gold one or anything special. Also here in the wrinkles, letting it go in there a bit. Now when I'm looking at it, it seems like the dark brown has disappeared. You see it? I don't see it. So the Smashbox eyeshadows are a little bit deceiving. I have to say, some of them are a little bit annoying. Yeah, you put them on, you think you have them there for, not for forever. I mean, I don't ask for that. Okay, so now again this one here, before I blend. Maybe I will blend and it will go a little bit into each other. I kind of like that look. And it's not so defined where everything is. So I will take from the same line kind of thing. Like that. And build it up a bit here. Cleaning a brush again, this one, so I can blend a bit under here. Trying to hold a bit here again with my, you know, that I don't make everything move too much around. First here, and then I get to the inner corner where it's really shimmery. I think here I took it more inside, but never mind. Let's do it a bit more here too, if it works that way. Anyway, I'm using this Dermablend in the translucent version to set everything. Okay, I know my skin, the foundation looks really bad because I used this around this area. Even if I just dabbed it, I should have cleaned it off completely. So the foundation didn't go on nicely and it looks like crap. And this is all really powdery and I look so pale. So I'm taking this Guerlain Terracotta, looks like that, and I will take from the side where this, I hopefully don't have shimmer over there. I think I used it all over, almost. So let's swirl some of that in the face, almost all over. This one is like really pretty, with a little sheen to it, like that. I'm gonna put it almost all over, but I'm not gonna touch my nose because that is really bad now. I'm gonna come down like this all the way here, and I just didn't want to stop in the middle just because I kind of screwed it up, because I really like this look. It's kind of bronzy, kind of light in the same time, you know, not too much, even if it's like a kind of a cut crease but not really defined. It's kind of a soft cut crease, I think, because it's not very strong. but it's still there. So yeah, I will use this, what is it called now again? Heat Wave from Estee Lauder. Yeah. How hard was that? For highlight, I will use this Heat Wave from Estee Lauder and this Smashbox highlighting brush. It's actually for like, and I'm taking where there's no more gold shimmer. I mean, just the usual shimmer side. This one is like for precise highlight, which I normally don't use. I kind of let it go a little bit from here, like up there. But I will just use a little bit maybe here. I know it's the texture is like, hello, here I am. On the skin, the wrinkles and everything, it's like kind of shouting when you use these products when you have like more wrinkles, because that's a lot. I have to buff it in somehow, and I think it's a little bit dark on me. Let's face it, a little bit too golden here. Since it's a bit too golden and too strong, I'm taking this white from Shiseido, and I will use a different brush so I can just try and buff it a bit. So I will use a brush like this for this powder and just go over it and buff it a bit. Like that. Okay, so I'm using for blush this Golden Rush from Guerlain, and it looks like that. I will just, I think, mix them together. This one I really like because it has this pink kind of shimmer in it. Yeah, kind of interesting color. These are really hardly packed for the most part. You really have to pack it on. And of course this one is lighter, so I'm trying to take more of this one and a little bit of that one, and it becomes a really pretty color like that. But let's see if I get some on the cheek without disturbing the foundation. Yeah. Ooh. She gets a lot on the cheek. As usual. Oh, don't touch the nose. Yeah, so I managed to get a lot on the cheek, of course, as always. Taking it a bit closer because I feel like I'm so pale with this. This foundation became so strange today, like bleh. Mixing them together. Just a bit up here and a bit down here. So for the lips I use this Dior Fig. It's just fig. Brown fig. Something like that. Brown fig. Very nice lip liners all together from Dior. On top of that, what should I use? So I'm taking this bronze color from Dior. It's one of those easier colors to wear. Could I see what it is maybe? Okay, it's 712 Beige Candy. In this, you know, kind of lipstick. It's more of a glossy kind of lipstick. And more transparent maybe. Compared to the other ones. So one more thing that I want to do, and it's to buff the skin with a little bit more of a finishing powder. So that's what I will do, and then I'm done. So I decided I will use this Givenchy powder that goes in 4 colors, like a peachy pink like that, a beige and a light pink and white. This one is pretty shimmery, but after a while it doesn't look as shimmery as when you put it on actually. So that's at least what I'm telling myself. But it might be that I'm just forgetting that I have it on. So I'm taking some out in the lid. So this brush is a Ofra brush 29. But I'm using those kind of brushes only for buffing highlight out, or especially for the Natasha Denona highlights, and also for buffing the skin in the end. If I don't have the Smashbox one, I don't have now the name of it here either, but it's drying, so I can't use that one today. But I will since I got this much out, I will just swirl it in these colors, make them go a little bit more together and get kind of a peachy beige color like that, like this. So that's quite a lot now then. So I'm starting here where I have a little bit of redness left here. Not that this really helps against redness now then, but hopefully it will mush everything a little bit together. On the redness here, I use this Shiseido sun powder, looks like that. 50 SPF, I think they have those. So I will just spray a little bit of this Fix Plus from MAC, but it really makes the whole eye area look like moisturized and nice. So I really like spraying it, you know, especially after I use all this powder here. Of course, it didn't help anything for the nose area to look better because that's just screwed up already. I hope you enjoy this video, and maybe you will try it too if you have the same kind of thing going like me, that the eyes are really different to each other. Try to cut crease. I don't know why I didn't try it until now. I was just so convinced that nothing like that will work on my eyes. Yeah, and then I started watching a few that are not, you know, with this kind of problem with wrinkles and loose skin, but really hooded eyes. And they also thought they can't do it. Okay, so that's the finished look with the kind of cut crease a little bit. So thanks again for watching if you did until now, and hope to see you next time.